Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your love and relationship reading for you. Now, whenever this reading finds you is the exact moment you need to hear it, so just be aware of that. And if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. You can also sign up for my newsletter there. And I look forward to hearing from you and reading for you. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, the King of Swords, the Hermit, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles. Interesting, interesting. Angels and spirit guides. The Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. Oh, I love all these aces coming forward. Angels and spirit guides. The Three of Cups, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. And then we have the Hangman, and we have the Two of Wands. Nice. Okay, so I have a friend, and he is absolutely dead set that every time you see the Two of Wands, it is a twin flame connection. So be aware of that. I'm not sure how I feel about twin flames. I do see this opening up the door to love and looking at things very differently than you have before, and kind of like looking at a connection in a very different way, or like seeing what you want to connect with in a very different way than you've been looking at it before. So that's fun, and that's really nice. And that's the outcome. So obviously I just told you the end of the story. So let's find out the beginning. At the heart of everything is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very logical, very practical, has a way with words. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this energy here is looking at things in that logical, practical way. You are looking at also greatness within yourself, but also within the world that you want to build. And you are looking at the past and the present. Things are coming together. There is a sense of fierceness, determination, focus, and new ideas. I know it all sounds very romantic, but there is somebody that you are connecting with that they're good with words, and you like that. There's a bit of a wordsmith within them, and there's a bit of a wordsmith within you. Like, you like the play of words. So that's going to be really important here. They're building their kingdom. Their kingdom is going to be off of words and ideas, connections, insights. I mean, isn't everything, every email that we craft, every way that we connect, it's off of the swords, right? So what you're going to see here is that there's a connection of the mind first, and a connection of everything else second. So with the King of Swords, this can also be somebody who can be a little bit blunt, a little bit right to the point of things. And it can make you feel a little bit off-put, because they will tell you exactly what they think. And that it can be like, are you mad? Are you not mad? And they'll be like, no, I'll tell you if I'm mad, But just be mindful of a person who plays word games, and that you think is being very upfront and very kind of like to the point of things, but is actually just being cruel. So be aware of that. But I do see this as an embracing of the mind, embracing of cleverness. The challenge here is the Hermit. Now, this is Virgo energy. Time frame of Virgo is August 23rd to September 22nd. It can be like, hey, be mindful that, you've been hurt by a Virgo, okay? That can be the case. But it is also a sense here of the challenge is that you've been in a more insular time, okay? A time of the Hermit is a time of connecting with the inner self. And what you're going to see for yourself here is that you've been on a long, hard journey, and you feel battle worn, okay? Which can make you more sensitive. It can make you sensitive to your failures. It can make you sensitive to your successes, and just everything else along the way. What you're going to see is that the torch is illuminating the darkness. You are illuminating the insight you want within yourself, and you had to pull in to see what it is that you truly want. And the way that you're moving forward is very transformative, it's intuitive, and it's more empowering than you thought it would be. But you needed that time of quiet. And you're going to think, because you needed that time of quiet, like, oh, I've been off the market for a while, or oh my gosh, I haven't done XYZ, and I'm going to be judged for this. No, you've taken this time to see you, and it can be a challenge what you have been through. But the challenge is not being enough. It is letting yourself step into the world, step into connection, and saying, I deserve this. I do. I deserve the brightness and the beauty of love. Whether that is, whether that is the love of, of a romantic relationship, or whether that is the love of adopting an animal, right? the brightness of love comes in, and it starts to come in all these different ways. And it's beautiful and it's powerful and it moves you forward. And, the challenge can also be that the person that you are meeting, if you are meeting somebody, now, if you are in a relationship, you both can be in your hermit times and feel like we're in the same place. Like, why aren't we connecting? Because you're both working things out for yourself. And the person, if you're not in a relationship that you are to meet, has also been in a hermit time. So the insecurities that you feel can also be the insecurities that they feel. And then you can play off each other in fear instead of playing off each other in love. It moves you then to the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is passion, creativity, insight, fire, tenacity, determination. This is the Queen. So she is nurturing that which is created and that which is creative. She is nurturing the fire, the passion, the reason we get out of bed in the morning. And that's going to be what you are doing. You are nurturing the passion that gets you out of bed in the morning. You are nurturing the fire that moves you forward. And you are reconnecting with that. You are reconnecting with your magic, and you're seeing your connection as magical. And that is a beautiful thing. You are also getting a gift here in the environment that you are in of passion, of fire, of connection, of beauty. And by holding that close during this time and letting it illuminate you, that torch illuminating the darkness, that is beautiful. That is powerful. It moves you then to the to the Knight of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This water sign energy here is what you're like, is not going to be as prevalent as it once was. The Knight of Cups is healing beautiful love. And as the Knight of Cups comes forward, you have seen that you have used your heart as a beacon in a way that Capricorn at times, as you're ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is so terribly practical, you might have found like, oh, I can't do it that way, right? I can't be that practical. I can't be that, no, it's not that I can't be that practical. You can tend to be overly practical. It's that I can't let my heart rule that much. It's not practical. It's not as sound. I don't have everything worked out exactly the way that it should be. And so here with the Knight of Cups, what you're going to see within yourself is that you've healed a lot and you've let your heart move you forward, and you've learned how to trust your heart more than you have in a really long time. Your cleverness, your groundedness, your stability, your way of moving mountains has served you well. And now with embracing your heart, it's moving mountains, but in a different way. It's not by the earth shifting, and the rocks falling. It is by the river, the river moving around them, the river moving it forward, or the river taking just bits and pieces of that mountain and eroding them away. And it's like, wow, look what the heart can do. It does it slowly, but it can change the whole landscape of it. And it brings you then to your strength, which is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles, I've been starting to see very differently than I have for a really long time. Because the Five of Pentacles is a poverty mentality. It's like, hey, listen, I don't get to have nice things because that's just that. We don't have the money for this. I'll never have the money for this. It's always going to be a struggle. I'm always out in the cold, and I'm never going to get to have what I want. And how is that a strength? Like, how is that a strength? Financial hardship, yeah, it makes you resilient. It makes you wiser, but it's hard. It's called a hardship for a reason. And here, and it's looking at things, and it's saying, in a very practical way, Capricorn, that institution that was supposed to work for me isn't. The way that you were supposed to do everything isn't working for me, isn't playing the game the way that I need it to. And now I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward to more of what I need within myself, of what I want for me, of what I'm looking for me. You have somebody along the way that is with you. They might not always, and they actually do not always feel like, oh, they lessen the load. They can add to it, right? Because here, I always think of Tiny Tim when I see him, walking on his crutches through the snow. But it can also be kind of like, hiking sticks as you walk to help you keep your balance. But what you're going to see is that you are moving forward. You are moving forward with energy that loves you, cares for you, connects with you. But what you thought was going to be it wasn't. And that is a strength to say, you know what, that doesn't work for me. And I'm not going to try and make it fit, right? I'm not going to cut off my foot like one of Cinderella's stepsisters to make the shoe fit and, not gain anything in that outcome except a bloody shoe, right? So be aware of this during this time. It's walking away and is saying, I'm moving in the energy that is right for me. And it brings you to your near future where you rest. You slow it down. And you might be saying, there's not a lot happening. Like, why would I slow it down? Because you're seeing yourself and you're saying, what do I want? What do I need from love? If you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, saying to yourself, what do I need? Because you have your armor on, and that's life. Like, that just comes because you have lived. You're not a little kid, and you've learned that the life has sharp edges to it. So you have your armor on. You've also been hurt by people, so you have your armor on. It's not that you don't let anybody in. It's that you have learned to move slow with the trust that can devastate, right? With trusting somebody in such a way that they get full access to your heart and they can really break it. So here, you are opening up to somebody. You're opening up to your dreams. You're opening up to what it is that you want. There's a part of you that is awakening, that is like connected by passion, right? Connected by love and passion and insight and that sense of togetherness that you're like, wow, I didn't think I could have this, right? I thought I was too fill in the blanks here. And most people say too old. And I just think that's ridiculous. I mean, I just read an article about a 91-year-old who got married, and like, good for them. Like, let's embrace love at every stage. And because the movies tell us you have to look a certain way, you have to be a certain this, that's not real. It's escapism for a reason. And so here, you're honoring your story. You're seeing that you are deeply connected by spirit. And also, I really do believe the spirit world is like really big on matchmaking. Like, seriously, because they know how important love is, and that all you need is love. Is that love, it's that caring, it's that compassion, it's that sense of, I'm here for you, I will help you out no matter what. And that is the connection that you are getting through your dreams, through your insights, through this deeper understanding that's moving you forward. And it brings you then to the Ace of Pentacles. It brings you to God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of wealth or what you value as much as money, Capricorn. And love is worth its weight in gold. And what you're going to see is that this gift is being taken by you because you are a Capricorn. This gift is for you. You're represented by the Pentacles in the minor arcana. It's walking you through a portal. It's walking you to the next phase in your life, which will be this love story, right? Your dreams are incredibly important to you. Your intuition, your instincts. Moving forward in love, moving forward in insight, moving forward in this understanding is beautiful. Letting yourself shine is beautiful. And it moves you then to the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is, again, taken by the Queen of Wands. It's not like the Ace of Pentacles, where you're not quite sure that you have taken it, but it is such a pivotal part of you. The Ace of Wands is that fire, it's that connection, it's that passion, it's that beauty, it's that brilliance. It's not having to color within the lines. It is creating something beautiful. It is creating something magical, and it's letting yourself shine. It is also really embracing your own talents, your own passion, your own fire. And it's saying this is a part of it. You're nurturing that. You're molding that. Kind of like, think of it like an energy ball that you're molding within you. And you are setting it in like behind your belly button to connect to the energy of what it is that you want to create within your life. Because a love and relationship reading is an everything reading, right? Because what is love? I mean, what is life if not love, right? To love the life that you're in is a goal that sets you apart from so many other people. And to embrace, the relationships that we have. We have a relationship with everybody, whether we realize it or not. It might not be a romantic relationship, right? But it is a valuable relationship. You are embracing that fire. You are embracing that passion. And that fire and that passion is blessing you. It moves you then to the hopes and the fears. This is the Three of Cups. Now, this could be somebody who is a friend, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know, like, how do you break that barrier from friend to something more? That is a legit question. But this can also be, how do I embrace love without being disappointed, right? Without saying, this person raises me up. And then you wind up being with a person who can't raise you up because they think if I raise you up, I take away from me, right? Or they're supposed to support you, but they just don't. And so here with the Three of Cups, it is a question of, will I let myself be happy? Will I embrace the love that my heart is longing for? And again, we can let that love in slowly, right? It can be adopting a pet. It can be, embracing a community. It can be slow. And then it builds to something bigger and something more. And you can wake up one day and be like, oh, it's time. It's time to be in love. And that is a beautiful feeling. It moves you then to the Hangman. You see things differently. I mean, if you're on this channel, you see things differently, Capricorn. And the Hangman is a painful awakening because the Hangman in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is hanging upside down, and and that's not comfortable. It's hanging upside down by one ankle, and that is really uncomfortable. And so it has been uncomfortable, the awakening, the new phase of life that you are walking into, the new insight, the new wisdom, the new understanding. And yet doors have opened, right? You're starting to see things and say things, and it's like, I can do this, right? I can have this love. I can have this beauty. I can have this passion. This gets to be a part of me. And that guides you forward with an expectation of greatness, not for anybody else, but just for you. Like, I live in greatness. I open up the doors. I live in greatness. I take this risk on myself to embrace love and to have love move me forward. It brings in that twin flame energy, right? It can be bringing back that person who wasn't ready for it. It was like, whoa, wait, this is too intense, or you were that person who was like, whoa, this is too intense. I'm walking away. The person comes back and you're like, oh yeah, I got this. But twin flame energy brings with it a whole complexity, right? That's a lot. And I'm not sure where I stand on soulmates and twin flames and all that. What I believe is that your soul meets people and connects with them in powerful ways. And you can feel that connection from past lives to, the present day. And what you're looking at here is the sense of embracing the fire within your life, embracing the reason why you are here, and letting yourself shine, Capricorn. And it's been a painful journey, right? It's been an intense journey, but it has so been worth it. And you are stepping out of the cold. You are stepping out of the loneliness and stepping into something really quite exquisite. And it moves you then to your spirit message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly. And this is harmony. This is bringing harmony within your life. This is bringing harmony into yourself. This is embracing joy. This is embracing peace. And this is saying, like, I want harmony within a relationship. A relationship that is all passion is fun, right? It's fine. It's great. They have their places. But to have a harmonious relationship that stands the test of time, that is something that's beautiful. And we might overlook it because it's not as fireworky, right? But it is beautiful. It moves you then to your chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly. You have two that just fell right out. This is truth. This is the third chakra. And peace, the crown chakra. Truth. Say your truth. Speak. Let your truth shine forward. You don't have to say it to everybody. It's not saying like, oh, this is what's true for me. You have to listen. It's like, yeah, things that we say we usually think are true. That's cool. But it's saying the truth to you. It's saying, this is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I need. And it brings you peace. It brings you harmony. It brings you insight. And it's valuing peace. And it's saying, I want to build this peace and move forward in this peace with beauty, simplicity of self, and power of purpose. And it's crowning yourself with that energy. And it's moving you forward in love. It brings you then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And this is the Eight of Pentacles. Be mindful. Now, this can be all work and no play. Be mindful of the relationship. It's all work and no play. Yes, everything has its season, and we can have relationships that are work and we don't give up on them, right? Because you go through the hard time and you get the good time. But this is like, it's 98 million% hard time. So just be aware of that. But also be mindful of being really involved in your work, that you don't see what's right in front of you. Okay? So just be aware of that. Yeah, and it's not saying, I know, because everybody's gonna go, ooh, let's start looking around at work. It's not doing that, but it's not like being so involved in your work that you don't let yourself have fun. You don't let yourself connect in the way that Spirit's like, get out there, connect. It moves you then to your subconscious spirit message. And this is authentic. Harmony comes through authenticity. Being authentically who it is that you are. Some people are authentically really nasty and vile. It's like, wow, thanks. Okay, not for me. Peace out. Type of thing. And some people are authentically a little bit more chaotic than other people are, or a lot more chaotic. And some people are authentically, more passionate. Here it's embracing the authenticity of a person without saying, you don't fit into the box that I thought you should fit into. And if their authenticity doesn't jive with you, it's saying, okay, well, this isn't right. Like I can't. It doesn't work, right? I can't make it work. It doesn't work. That's cool. But it's also letting yourself be authentically you and saying, this is what I want. It's again, saying the truth. It can be radical truth to yourself. This is what I want. This is what I want to build. This is what I'm going after. And doing so with single-minded ambition, not getting so caught up in like the work of it all that you don't enjoy your life, but saying, this is really important to me. And either the person gets it or they don't. Because you can't be with somebody if your work is really important to you that is like, well, that's just stupid, because that's not respect. It moves you then to your subconscious spirit message. And this is forgiveness, the heart chakra. Forgiving other people is powerful, okay? And it's a good thing to do. But you don't have to. I don't think you have to. Forgiving yourself for saying, I forgive myself for being hurt by that person. I forgive myself for making in my head that things were better than they were or that they could work. I forgive myself. That is going to be important. And that is important. So letting go of the hurts and resentments that you have and forgiving yourself as you move forward, that's everything. It brings you then to your subconscious Capricorn energy. Not Capricorn energy, but energy to be mindful of, Capricorn. And that's the start. This is Aquarius energy. Be mindful of building things up in your head and then them not working out perfectly and then getting really frustrated because the person wasn't your imagination, okay? That's a thing that happens so many times in relationships. I see it so often. So here, if you see it, I've experienced it, just be open and honest with yourself and let yourself dream. Let yourself say, this is what I want from a relationship, because this is also letting yourself dream. This is letting the beauty come in, but yet not letting the dream become more powerful than the reality. It's a balancing act. It moves you then to the Four of Pentacles, vampiric energy. You will be attracted to people who are very draining. Why? Because you can help them. Because you have a practical plan. You can help things move forward. Capricorn, that is part of your personality, to be able to build, to be able to connect, to be able to see, to be able to be solid and firm and move that forward. But here it is being drained. It is vampiric energy from the past that is draining you. It is vampiric energy from the present, but it's also not having clear boundaries. So make sure that as you move forward in love, whether you're in a relationship or looking for a relationship, that you have clear boundaries and you're not giving so much of yourself that you feel invisible within your own world. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Bye.